Hi, I'm Dr. Stryker, and this one is about working out with my brother.
Subscribe.
So it was a fine day. My brother was like, "Hey, Dr. Stryker, do you want to go to the gym with me? I'm going with my friend." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I've never gone to the gym before, and I'm like 110 pounds. I'm a marathon runner, and it'd be really cool to get like giant beefy muscles and just like walk around being biceptor all the time, just like, like, because that's what my brother looks like. He spends all of his time lifting women on the beach. He's also a doctor. He's pretty cool. He's got an amazing life. He just like works in the hospital and then goes to the beach and lifts a whole bunch of women. And then he goes to tournaments where he lifts more people. And he's like completely jacked. And so he was like, "Hey, you want to go to the gym?" And I was like, "Yes." And so we went. And the first part, we're there. And the most important thing is to work out your chest. Because, having a giant chest is the part of manliness that's the most important. Just being like, I got these massive tits, just like pecs all over the place. Just super important to showing manhood. And so we're benching there, and my brother's got like 2 plates on each side because he's so manly, right? Which is like, it's an okay amount. And then his friend comes out and also does 2 plates. And then I come out and I do like 85 pounds, and he's like, "Wow, you can almost lift as much as my girlfriend." Ha ha ha. And I was like, damn it. So then as we're walking away, his friend is just like, "The best thing to do is just to take the largest weights possible and then just pile them on and just do the smallest reps, because that way you just get the most testosterone. And the entire reason of going to the gym is just to be as manly as possible and get the most testosterone, because that's important." And I was like, "Doesn't that make you go bald?" And he goes, "I hope." And then he's like, "The thing about football players is that they're not actually that strong. Like, they can squat a whole bunch, but like I can do way more on machines than them. It's like I got these big beefy muscles. Here, let me show you." And so we go over to the pec machine, because we really need to work out our chest. And the thing about the pec machine is it goes like this. And my friend later in life was like, "Yeah, a bunch of women do this machine." And there's a song that goes with it. It goes, I must increase my bust. I must increase my bust. And I was like, cool, let's do this machine. This looks like a lot of fun. And we didn't hit our chest enough already benching. And so my brother goes and he does a huge amount, and his friend goes and he does a huge amount, and then I go and I do like almost nothing. And then this guy comes out of nowhere and he's just like,
Can I work in with you guys?
and we're like, yeah, sure. Like, see no reason not to. There's like 3 people using this machine, but you can totally do a set because, we got time. Like, for real though. And he's like,
Yeah, good.
and he gets on there and he's just like,
You know what? This isn't enough. Can you put it on the bottom, please?
and we're like, wait, well, yeah, sure. And so we put it on the bottom and, to get the full stack of weight. And he's like,
This still doesn't seem like it's quite enough. Can you put it on the bottom? Like, are you sure that it's on the bottom?
and we're like, yeah, it's on the bottom. And he goes,
I just don't feel like it's on the bottom. Are you absolutely positive that it's on the bottom? I would just like you to check to see if it's on the bottom, because I just don't feel like it's on the bottom.
and we're like, yeah, it's that definitely on the bottom. Like we got the pin in the bottom weight. Like it is definitely inserted into the bottom, no hetero. And he's like,
That's weird. I guess it was just on the bottom. Strange.
and then he just walks away, right? And my brother and his friend and I, we just look at each other, and his friend goes, I can definitely lift a lot on this one. And so we go over to the triceps press, which is where you wear a seatbelt and you just like push down like this, right? And And so we sit there, and my brother puts it on the bottom, and he's like, it's on the bottom. I can do this. You know, and his friend comes in and puts it on the bottom, and he goes, and then I'm there, and I'm like, I can't even get to the part where I need to have a seatbelt. And then we go home. And later on, 2 years later, I was looking at this, and I decided to sit down, and I put on my seatbelt, trying to get ready for the triceps press. And I was like, I've been working really hard on this, and I think I can get it to the bottom, you know? And I take that pin and I insert it into the bottom all the way, because I want giant beefy arms, because that's what makes you cool, is to have giant beefy arms. And I sat there, and I pushed, and then I blacked out. And the entire world went completely black, lost all vision, and then I came back. I didn't pass out or anything. And I gave myself a hiatal hernia. Actually injured myself for life. I had to go to the doctor and tried pushing it back down with this weird maneuver where I just shove around my inner organs. It's very unpleasant. Don't do that. Dr. Stryker out.